So there's just the two of you and me today, but Luz will be back next time. We are going to continue talking about soft goods. In your canvas shell again, these are there, but you could use a regular piece of paper, just like Alexa said. We're going to properly fold these today, and then we're going to go on Mainstage and identify all the different curtains here, and I will video that. These are things you want to pay attention to again for the test when it comes up, not this Friday, next Friday. For soft goods, you want to know the different labels for each of the soft goods and possibly what they do, what they're for. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be a representation of a leg. So a leg is narrow, but it's going to be tall compared to a drop, which is going to be wide, but not, it might be as tall, but it's going to be wider than it is tall, and they're folded two different ways. The way you fold a leg is we're going to fold it from side to side on its width. So I would fold it in half. And then I would fold it in half again until I have under 3 feet in width. Why do I always want under 3 feet in width? Because I want to be able to fit it into one of those laundry sacks so I can keep it nice and clean. And then I would put it into that laundry hamper to keep it protected, because these soft goods do cost quite a bit of money. So we always want to treat them as nice as we can. So I fold it half and half until I get down to less than 3 feet in width. Then I would fold it from bottom to top, short of the grommets up top. So if you look sideways, I've folded it short. I didn't fold it exactly in half. I always want to leave all the ties and the grommets exposed, so that way I can easily get to them and attach it to a pipe. I would then again keep folding from bottom to top until I get it to its smallest shape. Once it's in its smallest shape, I would take the laundry bag and place it in the laundry bag, and then that would go into the hamper. So again, this type of folding is only for legs, those that are narrow but tall. For your big drops, the ones that are wider than they are tall, for those, we're going to fold bottom to top rather than side to side. Again, I'm going to not fold it exactly in half. I'm going to fold it short of all the ties and grommets, leaving all of those grommets and ties exposed up here. Then I would fold it from bottom to top again, leaving those grommets and ties exposed until I got under that 3 feet mark again. And the reason why I do these with the ones that are wider than they are tall is that if multiple people are working out on stage, I can unfold it to this shape and put it down on the floor, bring my pipe in, just attach the lines, the tie lines to the pipe, and then pull the pipe up, and it will automatically unfold on itself. And I've taken up less space on the stage. So I don't need to take the entire stage space if other people are working to unfold my curtain. So again, I'm going to go from bottom to top, short of the grommets, bottom to top, till I get less than 3 feet. Then I'm going to fold both ends towards the center, but I'm going to leave a space in the center. about 6 to 12 inches of space in the center. So you can see I didn't fold all the way to the center. There's a space here in the center. And I will keep folding till the smallest shape I can get from outside to inside. And I still have that space in the middle. Then once I'm down to as small as I can get from going from outside to the center, I can fold it on itself. That's what the space was left there for. And again, I can take it and place it into my laundry bag and then put it into my hamper for safekeeping until the next time we use it. Now, whenever we fold any of our soft goods, we always want the nice side up. If we put the nice side down onto the ground, we just pick up more and more dust or anything that's left on the stage. If it's dirty, you don't want to do that. So you always leave the nice side up so we keep it nice and clean. And I suggest you guys practice the 2 different folds of the leg and then the regular curtains, the drops, for your test. Any questions so far? We're going to walk over to Mainstage, and you guys will be able to see all the different parts. Which one do you want to see?
Luciana was saying the leg.
The leg, okay. So the leg, the one that's narrow but tall. So instead of folding from bottom to top, the legs are the only ones we do this way. We fold from side to side. So I will fold in half, side to side. Then I'll do it again. Remember, until I have less than 3 feet of width. So once I get to that point, then I'll start going from bottom to top. Bottom to top. And remember, I'm always leaving the ties and the grommets exposed up top. And then I'll keep folding from bottom to top on itself until I can't do that anymore. So it's its smallest form. That way I can take it and put it into the laundry bag. And then the laundry bag will go into the hamper. All of our hampers are labeled and all of our curtains should have a label. We're in the process of making sure every curtain has a label on it. The curtain will have a label. The bag that we put everything in will have a label. And then the laundry hamper will have a label. That way we can find the specific soft goods we're looking for because we have about 30 of those. So we want at least 30 different types of soft goods. So we want to be easily walk up, find the one we want, bring it back down and hang it on a pipe when we're getting ready for a show. Okay. Okay. So let's walk over into Mainstage. Yes, you'll come with us because you'll be the only ones that will get to actually see and touch all the curtains. Now, when we're back on campus, you could always come up and ask those of you that are at home saying, hey, can you go over everything inside the stage? Of course I can. So I have some of our soft goods down in different heights. Now, up above me now, that is our main curtain, that big red curtain, which is made of velour. So it's a heavy duty, your book likes to call it opulent. So it's a fancy fabric and it has fullness because you can see all the waves in the curtain. Now, the way our curtain is set up is like a guillotine. So the guillotine comes straight down and back up. Some theaters may have it as a traveler track where it splits in the middle and it opens from side to side. I'm going to put the computer down and I'm going to actually run that curtain down so everyone can see it go up and down. So main curtain coming in. So representing all of you guys at home, Chelsea and Vero can come up and actually touch the curtain. Now our curtain is in two pieces, so if we wanted to make it a traveler, I could. You see there's two pieces. So I could put it on a traveler track and have it open that way, but we have it set up in that guillotine going up and down. So this is red velour, heavyweight fabric, and this curtain probably weighs close to 300 pounds total. It's a nice heavy curtain. And at the bottom, there's chain in the bottom of the curtain to help weigh it down and keep it nice and straight and keep all those wrinkles out. So that's our main curtain. The next two curtains I'm going to talk about are going to be the leg and a border that I have out. So I'm going to take out our main curtain. Main curtain going out. So just upstage from where everybody is on the camera, we're going to have a border. This is our border that goes straight across the stage. And that border is going to be there for masking. And masking is there to hide all the lights that are up in above the stage. So this would help mask lighting behind you. With that border, it would work with more masking. I don't know if you guys can see these curtains, but these are legs. These are the tall, but not as wide. These are all made out of velour, black velour. And these are drapes. So the main curtain, as well as the border and the legs, are all drapes. So drapes are made out of velour. Now we're going to talk about a couple drops. Okay. Now the first drop I'm going to talk about is this scrim. So this scrim is like gauze-like fabric. And if I light it from the front, it's going to become opaque and hard to see through. You guys can come up and take a look at it. It'll be hard to see what's behind that curtain. But if I have lighting coming from behind that curtain, I can see everything that's going on behind that curtain. So this has a little trick that you can use to hide items or hide actors and then reveal them with lighting. And that is that gauze-like fabric, scrim. And scrims can be painted as well. I'm going to move the scrim out and I'm going to bring in a Traveler Blackout. So scrim going out, and the scrim has a pipe at the bottom. So it has a straight pipe that you can see. I can wave it, it's not a chain. And the straight pipe's there to stretch out the curtain. So again, so all the creases and any imperfections are weighted down and pulled tight. Okay, blackout curtain coming in. Okay. So our blackout curtain, again, is going to be a heavyweight velour. And it's on a traveler track. So I can open it. I'm going to try it right now. So as as I untangle it. So it can open side to side because I have a track up top. And I can do a reveal that way, or I could use it as the guillotine, which I can fly in and out. Did you guys see that curtain opening and closing at home?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Because it's dark up here. I have some of the stage lights on. Okay, blackout, flying out. There's about 300 pounds of weight on this. So that curtain can weigh a lot. The next curtain I'm going to bring in is called your cyclorama. And that's made out of muslin. Cycle coming in. So our side curtain has a pipe in only part of it right now to keep it nice and taut. And we can move it from different line sets. Yeah, this is just cotton muslin put together. And this is the curtain that we use with lighting to give us different atmospheric effects. So I could do red and yellow on here to give like a sunrise. I could do a dark gel of blue to give us more of a nighttime effect, and maybe use a spotlight against it to give us a moon. So this is what I would get different times of the day, different atmosphere. I would use along with this cyclorama. Okay, cyclorama going out. Now, another one that your book does not have is going to be one that looks like the cyclorama, but instead of being fabric, it's going to be made out of a plastic. And that's this one right here. It's an RP, which I can't bring in all the way. This RP is made out of plastic, and RP stands for rear projection. So this is our large rear projection screen. I can also project on the front. So we've shown movies in here before. We've also used that screen as a cyclorama. So it's a modified type of cyclorama, and we can change the colors very easily on that material. Okay, and then one of the last curtains I want to talk about are the ones that go upstage and downstage over here by the fly rail. So I can hide the fly rail with these side curtains here that move up and down stage. So instead of going along the stage on the backside, these curtains are called tabs. So the tabs are all along the wing space at a 90 degree of all the other curtains. So it'll be 90 degrees of all the legs and borders and drops and RPs. So that will be running down the side to hide things that are out in the wings. Okay. What couldn't you see, Luz? The legs? Okay. So I'm going to place you here next to the side, and I'll bring those legs in again. So mid-stage legs coming in. Now, from the audience's point of view, these legs are going to hide anything backstage. So actors can hide behind these before they make an entrance. So these are part of your masking. The legs on either side are going to work together with the border that goes across the top. So wherever you have legs, you should also have a border. So those three will be together. You'll have one stage left, one stage right, and a border. And that's like one big portal that you're hiding things behind from the audience so that those sight lines are nice and clean and we keep all the magic to us and the audience gets to experience all that magic without seeing how everything works behind it. So the legs are tall but narrow, and I'll fly that out. I'm getting a workout. Okay, legs going out. RP going out. All right. Now we're going to go into the black box, and Chelsea and Vero are going to help me fold a leg. Yesterday, those in class, we folded drops, but today we're going to fold a leg. And we folded one of those scrim curtains, the ones that look like gauze last time. When we fold that one, we fold it a different way as well. So there's really 3 different types of folds. You have the big drop that goes from bottom to top. You have the legs that go side to side. And then the scrim, we gather it all together and tie it. And it's called west coasting. So west coasting it is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to put you guys over in the corner of this black box room. See if we can get all of us folding that leg. So these are the laundry bags that everything's kept in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop this out onto the stage. And we will put it nice side up. So you see there's a tag on this bag. I know you guys are far away, but there is a tag on the bag. And it'll say black box leg. And it'll tell me the dimensions. It'll also tell me what laundry hamper it's in. This one's in number 5. So this is where this would go back. So that's on the back. Now on the top of this curtain is a tag that matches. So the tag will be the same, black box leg, hamper 5. So it'll go into that bag and then go into hamper 5. So everything's in order and knows where it needs to be. You take the top. It's one great big leg. And we'll unfold it. Let's go that way. We'll keep the nice side up. And we'll stretch it, we'll pull back. So this one is 17'6" tall, because that's as high as our grid is in here, 17'6". And this one's 12 feet wide. Now, because this one has fullness, it's not going to be a perfect rectangle. It's actually going to be wider at the bottom than it is at the top, because the top, we have sewn in all the pleats to give the curtain fullness. So to achieve the fullness, I'm going to fold the bottom corner. We'll leave the top wide open, but I'll fold the bottom corner to try and get my rectangle. So if you stretch that corner, and then we'll fold it over like I did a triangle. Good. Now we can start folding the leg. And remember, the legs go side to side. So pick up and we'll go all the way to the corners. And we'll try to stretch it a little bit. Yeah, a little help. Yep, there we go. And then we'll do that again, side to side. And we'll try one more time, because we want it less than 3 feet, which is what we are. Now I'm going to go from bottom to top. Short of the ties. So the ties are exposed. And I'll go bottom to top again. Until it's as small as I can get it. Once it's as small as we can get, now I will put the bag. I'll put it in the bag. We'll take two. We'll try to move it around the bottom of this. Yeah, huge. I hold it up. Or can you try to hold that side up? So it's going to be nice and snug in the bag. And it barely fits, but we got it in. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to rip that. But so this could go over to a hamper. We try to make it easy. If it's small enough to carry, we would carry it. If it's not, we'll get a cart and use a cart to do that. Okay, we'll do the drop. Okay, so we're going to do the big drop. So this one's nice and heavy.
After every show you have to do?
Well, every show might be slightly different. We try to keep the legs and the borders there on stage. We just might move them from a different pipe to a different pipe. But definitely, if we're using a backdrop, yeah, we'll take it down and put it away. Okay. So this one, we'll orient it this way. I'm going to check if it suits you right. Okay, good. We're in frame. I'll keep folding. Unfolding. Yep. I'm going to move it a little bit up because this one's huge. unfold. It's easier movement. If you guys go ahead and pull. So those of you that were here Monday, we folded this one. This one is from a show called Tuesdays with Maury. So it's a big park in New York with 2 trees. And this is a drop, not a drape, a drop. So this was all cotton muslin that was stretched out, gridded out, and painted for this backdrop. And this was from, yeah, a professional show.
Chris,
Yes.
the call dropped for Mesa and I've had her here on FaceTime because she hasn't been able to get back in yet.
Okay.
Can you see if she's in the waiting room?
I don't have anyone in the waiting room at the moment.
Okay. Is it working? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna have her here. She says her internet's going in and out.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start folding this drop. So
Thank you.
if I have one of you on each corner, what I'll do is I'll count to 3 and you guys are just gonna fast walk it. You'll pick it up and fast walk it, catch some air, and we'll stop just short of the ties again. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice, okay. So we're just short of the ties. We'll pull your corners a little bit, see if we can flatten that out. And then, you guys ready to come back up to the top? So 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. And then I think one more time from bottom to top. 1, 2, 3. And notice we folded it good side up. We want to just double check our ties are exposed. Okay. Now, how do I find the center of the drop or the drape? You're normally either going to have a different color tie at the top. This drop has all white ties, but right in the center it has one black one. Sometimes on the back of the curtain, we'll have a mark showing me where the center is. So now I know where to come to when we fold it. So you guys will take those ends and stop short of the center here. And then we'll keep folding to center. And one more time. And then I'll fold it on itself. I'll get stuck on it to get all the air out. And I'll get it back, and we'll put it back in its bag. Now this bag has to be repaired, so we're not going to put it back in its bag later today. And I'll leave that right here. We'll pretend we put that in the bag, and that's ready to go into the laundry hamper. Okay? No, I only do it with like 4 to 6 people to fold it, because you see we're running around trying to stretch. So yeah, you usually fold with 4 to 6 people. 3 people aren't enough for 4 corners. So we worked a little bit harder today. Okay. The scrim is going to be a little bit too big for us. So I will see if I can get a film or something to show you that I'll put in this lecture of West Coasting for those of you that didn't get to do that on Monday. So I will put that into the lecture. So that's folding a drop, a leg, and we went all over the different types on Mainstage. Do you guys have any questions?
How much did you say the main curtain weighed?
The main curtain weighs probably close to 300 pounds. That's
Okay.
how heavy the fabric is. And because it's more than 50 feet across and it's 25 feet tall. So that's a lot of fabric. And it's not the little cheap fabric like the fabric we have over here. So this is the muslin fabric, which is the stuff you guys put on your flats, on the small flat. And then if I was a theater without a lot of money, I could use this fabric. It does have a little like furriness to it, a nap. This is the duvetine. It's really cheap. It's about $5 or $6 a yard, whereas my muslin could be about $2 a yard. And then my velour could be $15, $20 a yard. So the price difference is